What's up, people? One Nut Punch here. Take a look at Synthetik 2, and I know this game's been going off and on with different updates, but I think this update right now, update number 12, or U12, came out recently, and they added a new class called the Commando. This is basically the Raider from the original Synthetik 1, and the other thing that they did was, if you see in the bottom left corner of the screen, they brought back global chat. So now we have global chat again. We also have co-op, which is 2 to 4 players. The recommendation is 2 to 3. It's still looking better and better and better than usual. And when I say this is that when you're playing Synthetik 2, it doesn't feel janky, it doesn't feel weird. And when I played it like in U11 and U10, it kept having like buffering issues, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to like shoot my gun or the weapons would despawn, whichever. But this one definitely has me coming back and playing more Synthetik 2. Going down the list of updates that we're talking about, the new one in particular that we're talking about now is the new Commando class, the Raider. Now, the Raider class has a couple of different things with it. For example, they have the Commando Dash ability, the Reverbing Plasma Blade, which is essentially the knife that he uses to cut, doing a circle slash around him. Then he has a plasma grenade that when he throws the thing, it has like a green type of cloud that stays, and it does over the time damage when anything steps inside it. Then he's got a couple of different guns. My favorite in particular right now, besides the big badass model, Kaida Model H, the other one I like a lot is the H200 Commando, and that's because it's a heavy gun. It's not like, it does look like a 5.7, but when you shoot the thing, it's like firing a really hefty Desert Eagle, but that's like base boosted. So it's a very fun gun and very fun class to mess with. Talking about some more things that they decided to add. Again, new online co-op launch, 2 to 3 players recommendation, but up to 4 players as well. They also added a new class evolution system. New class evolution system is here. You now get unique class-based super upgrades on boss skills, offering fun new expansions to each class. Meaning that when you're done killing a boss, it'll give you 2 options. You'll get something like with your specific signature weapon, or like an additional active ability that will work and be kind of like a legendary item. And that's the new type of class system that they're trying to try for every boss and every type of fight you do. They also decided to add a new loop system. We added a first version of the loop. Once you beat the last boss, the game restarts in a much more challenging alternative reality, giving you a real test for your build. This is the first draft and work in progress. Let us know what you think. So that does seem to be pretty nice as well, because the thing is with this game is that the tougher the enemies are, the terror level will get higher and higher and higher. And that's from killing more and more enemies. That's from dealing with harder enemies like the legions and being able to kill the elites, so that more the terror level will go up, the tougher the game will get. The devs continue on to talk about ability upgrade rework. Ability and item upgrades from the composite workbench have been overhauled. You'll have to make really hard choices about the item and ability to upgrade, meaning that they have like the whole different set for all the different stores. It's not like the old way to where it was like you chose these really small UI type of guns, because the UI back then was kind of small. You really couldn't tell what you were looking at. It's a lot bigger now and has more of a choice to choose from, whether it be, going to the gun shop, going to a body modification station, or being able to find like different things with the weapons crates and so on. They also talk about the improved looting rolling. Dropped weapons and items will now be memorized even when leaving the level or even game, preventing the finding the same object in succession. Class-based drop rates have been adjusted, and higher rarity chance have been increased. So if you wanted to try to get the prototype Nemesis or a decent like DMR, maybe even a cursed item, it should be higher to get it now depending upon the run that you're doing. The game that I'm currently playing right now is Escalation 175%. No mutators, because I didn't really want to mess with it that much. And I remember playing Synthetik 1 the same way, except I would turn mutators on because I had everything unlocked except for all the cursed weapons I was trying to find. So they talk about the new shop complete redesign. Medical, gambling, black market, tinker shops have been completely redesigned and brand new. They offer different paths to develop certain builds, specialize in different directions such as summons, melee combat, and more. and it does look a lot better. I mean, the graphics on the game always look great, but I'm glad that they're improving upon it and doing more stuff to it. Not to mention when you have things getting shot at you, bullets bouncing off walls, hitting concrete, making like pieces of concrete fall off, or hitting pieces of metal and making like the shrapnel particles pop up. Synthetik 2 does look really good of a game, and I'm glad that more and more stuff is being added to it by the developers of Synthetik 1. And I know there hasn't really been a whole lot of copies sold of Synthetik 2, but that might change because, again, the game is early access, the game's going to be always in development, so there will always be changes on the game itself until it's out of it, or even after early access, they'll probably do more updates to it. And it does look a lot better, it does run a lot better, and it does have a lot more stuff going for it, for the new upgrade system, the new evolution points, the new class, and the new different types of builds you can do. As far as anything else was changed, or any type of level scaling, healing, there wasn't really much talked about other than the evolution classes, and then the new commando class. But in depth, what they talked about with the evolution upgrades was, the evolution upgrades are very powerful and last the rest of the run. Evolutions are an amazing system because it allows doing some really powerful and out there things which are completely unique and not shared. Riot Guard can get a special dash, summon attack bikes, do a lightning punch, and more. Gunner can choose between a metal storm turret, ammo supply, spider, fire aura, popcorn box, and other cool things. Make sure to give us feedback if you feel some options do not work as well as they should. Evolutions are also moddable, so for the first time it's possible to extend the base classes without making a new class. So that's really nice that you can moddable your actual skills and make them even stronger. Say for example you can get an upgrade kit and do the same thing with all your weapons. But when I was talking about the commando class earlier, I didn't really talk much about the guns except for the two, the Kaida Model H and the H200. The other gun I tried was called the Shooty, and it's a small SMG that you see here. It does a pretty good amount of damage, about like a compact pistol, but it's also very fast with 15 rounds. The other kit that they had inside the game for the Raider, I'm going to talk about this before the end of the video goes, but you get a coil gun, which is like a laser, and that will also do damage, but also has 5 shots and takes a little bit to reload. But that being said, I've been One Nut Punch, and this has been another update video. This is for Synthetik 2 for U12 Evolution. Want to go and try it out? It's live now for Synthetik 2 on Steam. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.